Hi, today I'll be talking about insomnia. Now raise your hand if you have trouble falling asleep. Now raise your hand if you have trouble staying asleep. This may be caused by a sleeping disorder. This sleeping disorder is called insomnia, and it's caused by many factors, but the main symptoms are not being able to fall asleep, or falling asleep, but waking up repeatedly throughout the night. Insomnia can affect anyone, and it's good people know the symptoms and effects of this sleeping disorder so they can get treatment before it becomes a critical problem. Now, I myself suffered a little bit from insomnia when I was younger, but I figured out a method to dealing with it. But on the other hand, my dad, he deals with it almost every night of his life. And also my college roommate now, her name's Georgetta, and she's always waking up throughout the night. And when she wakes up, it takes her hours to fall asleep, or even just on a regular basis, she can't fall asleep. Now, insomnia is a serious sleeping disorder that can lead to major problems. In my speech, I'll be going over what insomnia is, some causes, and some treatments if you have it. Now, my first point is what insomnia is, some symptoms, and how many people this affects. Now, in Waitman's textbook Psychology, Themes, and Variation, 2008, insomnia is referred to as a chronic problem in getting adequate sleep. Now, this isn't because you stay up almost every night, all night, working on homework or a project that you procrastinated on. No, this is actually a really big problem in getting adequate sleep. Now, some symptoms of this disorder vary from person to person, but the main symptoms. Oh, and this information I got off the website healthguide.org in 2013. Some symptoms are difficult falling asleep even though tired, waking up frequently at night, relying on sleeping pills or alcohol to fall asleep, waking up too early in the morning, and daytime drowsiness, fatigue, and irritability. Now, if you have some of these symptoms, maybe you have insomnia. But how many people does this affect? In the journal article Cognitive Refocusing Treatment for Insomnia 2013 by Leslie Does, it states only about 6 to 10% of adults suffer from this disorder. So the next time you have a restless night, the likelihood of it actually being insomnia aren't very high. So some causes of insomnia, I also got this information off the healthguide.org website. Some causes are being under a lot of stress, struggling with chronic anxiety, taking medicine that interferes with sleep, in sleeping environment uncomfortable and not quiet, and not spending enough time in the sun during the day and darkness in the night. Now, some actions that also worsen insomnia are caffeine intake. Now, I know caffeine affects people in different ways. Like some people will drink coffee and they're like, oh my god, I'm hyper, and some people drink and they're just like, oh whatever. But this really affects it. This really affects it because it just does, there are different things. Now, how many of you drink energy drinks and soda and coffee on a daily basis? So, if you have signs of insomnia, maybe this is what's causing it. Now, another factor that really drastically affects insomnia is taking naps at different times of the day. Now, I know it's relieving after a long day of school to go ahead and take a nap, but if you're taking naps at different times of the day, it interferes with your sleeping patterns and it messes up your sleeping cycle. So, it affects the ability to fall asleep at night. So now that I talked about some causes, here are some cures and treatments. Now, treatments in helping cure insomnia range from making a sleeping routine to cognitive behavioral treatment. But so, for example, making a sleeping routine. Now, this is where you can take naps, but you make sure to take naps at certain times of day, like from 1 to 2 or 3 to 4, and then also that you try to make sure that you wake up at certain times, like 8 or something, so that when you do go lay down to sleep, you can. And another one is exercising if you're active. Being active so you tire yourself out before bed. Now, so this is self-explanatory, just make sure you're exhausted by the time you go to sleep, so when you hit the pillow, you're out. And then keeping them quiet and dark when trying to sleep. This will help with insomnia because the darkness and quietness, it relaxes your body and your mind, and it gets rid of all that stress that you're thinking about. And then cognitive behavioral treatment. Now this, according to the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute in the article What is Insomnia 2011, cognitive behavioral treatment is therapy that reduces anxiety and encourages good sleeping habits. Now, this treatment itself is a relaxing technique with biofeedback to reduce anxiety by talking with a therapist. So when you're talking to a therapist, you're going to go ahead and they're going to give you methods to stop having those racing thoughts before bed, and the stress that's causing the insomnia, oh, what am I going to do tomorrow, or am I going to be able to go to sleep tonight? Yeah, that will help cure insomnia. So now that I've talked about what insomnia is, some causes, and some treatments, in conclusion, insomnia is a sleeping disorder that can really interfere with your life. It takes a toll on it. If showing symptoms, take control as soon as possible. Insomnia is a serious sleeping disorder that everyone should know about because it can lead to major problems if not taken care of. Today I went over how insomnia starts, some causes, and how it can be taken care of. So many people suffer from this sleeping disorder every day of their life, but it's very preventable. So please, if you know someone that has insomnia, you can help them, help and treat them with this information. Thank you.